It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Mad Dog Brewing Company. It's quite a special beer for me. It's a collaboration beer with myself. I went down to Cwmbran in July. It was a boiling hot day. It was the hottest day of the year, and we went brewing in a tin shed in a brewery down in Cwmbran. It was boiling hot. Just incredibly hot, but it was a great day. We had lots of food, we had lots of beer, of course, and we brewed this Bohemian Hipster, a 4.9% ABV session, what would you call it, a session IPA or a session pale ale. It's been brewed with New Zealand single hop Dr. Rudy, and yeah, Mad Dog Brewing Company. It was a good day, it's described as a full flavoured deep pale ale, single hop with Dr. Rudy, giving flavours of lemongrass and pine needles. Please check the guys out on Mad Dog. They're a very small operation. It's a one-man band. He does everything from the brewing to the ordering of the bottles, to the ordering of the caps, to the ordering of the labels. He makes his own labels. It's just a fantastic achievement that he's done. He was the ex-brewer of Celt Experience. That's when I first met him, and I think he's done a brilliant job in doing this, all on his own. Let's get this 4.9% ABV beer out into a glass and see what we get. Look at the smoke on the opening. That's always a good sign. Beer in the glass. Look at this. And I'm not just standing here blowing this beer's trumpet because I was down there and I was brewing with Gav. Or Alexis, I'm sorry. It's just the most remarkable achievement to do everything yourself. As I mentioned earlier, from the brewing to the bottle ordering to the bottle cap ordering to everything, the maintenance of the brewery, he does it all on his own. The delivering, everything is done on his own. And look at the quality of this beer. It's a lovely looking beer, nice levels of carbonation. It's a lovely golden coloured ale. It's a one finger white head. Let's get the aroma. And you got a nice maltiness to it. You do get that lemongrass that's mentioned, and pine needles. It smells very good. Let's dive in. Cheers. It's dank. Dank. There's not much in the initial flavour. You're kind of waiting for something to happen. You get some malt in there, then you get like a nice level of sweetness that comes from the malt, and then on bursts this onrush of this Dr. Rudy New Zealand hop. I think it's the first time I've tried Dr. Rudy. It's nicely carbonated. You get your kind of biscuity malt, your slight nuttiness in the beer somehow. It's very good. And then you're left with this pine needle, citrusy, lemony, orange peel, lemon peel, kind of where you put your teeth into this, an orange with this kind of peel there. It's that sharpness, it's that freshness. And it's actually got quite a nice mouthfeel. For an IPA, or I should say a pale ale, it's got a kind of a nice creamy quality to it. Like there's a lot of flavours in it, there's a lot of ingredients in the beer. But what really impresses me is the carbonation. The carbonation just kind of, it's just, well, I shouldn't really say the carbonation is the most thing that impresses me about the beer. It's not. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. The carbonation in the beer is perfect. It's enough to lift the beer and push it around the inside of the palate, and it's not enough that it goes down into your stomach and it kind of gasses you out and you're thinking, I need to burp or other things. And that's the beauty in it. The reason why I'm saying this is because I've reviewed a few beers tonight already, and they've all been seriously carbonated. They've been kind of really full on carbonated, and they've been like even stouts where they've been too fizzy, and they've been kind of making me burp halfway through the review and everything else. But this is just calm. It's enough to push the beer on the mouth, as I mentioned. It's enough to kind of give the hops a little bit of a lift in the beer. Am I happy with my collaboration with Mad Dog Brewing Company? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was a great day. It's one of them days that will stay in my memory forever. It was just, I remember going back to the train station afterwards, and I got a tray of they had a little like cafe on the train station, and I ordered some chips, and I've never eaten chips in like 31 degree heat, but I was starving hungry, and I kind of wellied it with tomato sauce. I remember sitting at this train station with these chips in a tray. My back was soaking wet with sweat. My front was soaking wet. My head was kind of sweating everywhere. I think I was sweating in my chips, and I was eating these boiling hot chips. And I was thinking to myself, I'm going to melt. Any minute now I'm going to melt. And the next day it was cool. We didn't have a hot day since, but it was like 32, 33 degrees in the brewery. It was bonkers, absolutely bonkers. A great day brewing. That was Mad Dog Brewing Company's Bohemian Hipster. I'm going to rate the beer. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. A really solid brew, a really nice brew. Please go out and try it. Please comment, please subscribe. Cheers.